Imagine a single building in the heart of Munich, where the boundaries of what is possible in both medicine and food are being redrawn. This is not science fiction. It is the unfolding reality at Wacker Chemie's new Biotechnology Center. But here's the twist. Wacker, a century-old industrial titan renowned for silicones, advanced polymers, and raw materials for solar panels, is now making a bold pivot. The company is investing tens of millions of euros into biotechnology, betting that the solutions to some of humanity's most pressing challenges will be born here and soon. Why would a global leader with deep roots in traditional chemistry suddenly wager its future on bioprocessing and sustainable nutrition? To unravel this, let's journey through Wacker's remarkable story, a tale of relentless innovation, bold gambles, and an ever-sharpening focus on the needs of tomorrow. Wacker Chemie's origins stretch back to the year 1914, in a Europe on the brink of transformation. From its earliest days, the company was an engine of progress, pioneering mass production of chemicals like acetaldehyde by 1916. By the time the world entered the digital age in the 1980s, Wacker was already exploring the promise of biotechnology, decades ahead of many rivals. Its ability to reinvent itself has allowed Wacker to grow into a powerhouse. Today, it stands shoulder to shoulder with industry giants such as Dow, Evonik, and Shin-Etsu Chemical. The company's fingerprints are found everywhere, from the glass in your smartphone to the solar panels on rooftops, from medical devices to eco-friendly building materials. But beneath this industrial might lies a culture of scientific curiosity. Wacker's research campus in Munich's Sendling district has been a crucible for breakthrough ideas for over 100 years. The recent unveiling of the Wacker Biotechnology Center, after a double-digit million-euro investment, signals not just evolution, but a revolution in the company's strategy. This is where the future is being written. 4 expansive floors filled with state-of-the-art laboratories, technical suites, and open workspaces designed to foster collaboration between scientists, engineers, and visionaries from around the globe. At the heart of this new initiative lies a core mission: to push the boundaries of bioprocessing, focusing on the development and production of proteins and nucleic acids, including messenger ribonucleic acid, or mRNA. While mRNA became a household term during the COVID-19 pandemic, its full potential is just beginning to be realized. Beyond vaccines, mRNA holds promise for treating rare genetic disorders, reprogramming immune systems to fight cancer, and personalizing therapies to each patient's unique biology. Imagine a future where diseases that once meant a lifetime of suffering could be cured with a tailor-made injection. This is the horizon Wacker is racing toward. Yet Wacker's ambitions extend well beyond the realm of medicine. The company is also placing major bets on sustainable nutrition. As the global population grows, projected to surpass 10 billion by the middle of this century, the pressure to create food that is both nutritious and environmentally friendly is mounting. Wacker is developing novel ingredients for foods and dietary supplements that promise to nourish future generations without exhausting the planet's resources. Their research includes fermenting proteins, engineering vitamins, and optimizing dietary supplements to be more effective, affordable, and eco-friendly. We see tremendous growth potential in this area, which is why we have decided to go ahead and invest in this sector, even in economically challenging times, remarks Wacker's CEO, Christian Hartel. His words capture both the urgency and the optimism driving this bold leap. But why now? What forces are converging to make biotech the new battleground for industry leaders? First, the numbers tell a compelling story. The global market for biopharmaceuticals and sustainable food ingredients is expanding at a breakneck pace. In some segments, annual growth rates are well above 5%. Demand for specialized therapies and ethical, sustainable nutrition is soaring. Consumers and patients alike are demanding solutions that are not only effective, but also responsible and accessible. For Wacker, this represents an opportunity to move beyond commodity chemicals and claim a leadership role in high-value, high-growth sectors. Second, the landscape of research and development is shifting. In the past, fragmented research efforts, slow-moving pipelines, and compartmentalized expertise often bogged down even the best companies. Now, the race is on to consolidate talent, resources, and knowledge under one roof. By centralizing its biotech R&D in Munich, Wacker aims to foster a culture of rapid innovation, cross-disciplinary collaboration, and lightning-fast product development. It's no longer enough to simply have the best solution. Speed is taking on an ever greater role in making us stand out, Hartel emphasizes. In today's marketplace, being first can be as important as being best. Wacker's new center is not just a research lab. It is a high-speed launchpad for ideas. The facility boasts more than 1,500 square meters of sophisticated laboratory and technical space, with over 700 square meters dedicated to offices, all designed to maximize teamwork and creativity. The goal? To slash the time from a promising lab discovery to a real-world product, whether that means a life-saving drug or a next-generation food supplement. But this bold expansion is not without risk. The global backdrop is fraught with uncertainty. In the year 2024, Wacker's group sales dropped by roughly 11%, a sharp decline driven by plummeting polysilicon prices and soaring energy costs. While the Biosolutions division, which includes Biotech, posted an impressive double-digit growth in sales, other divisions, like polymers and polysilicon, struggled with shrinking revenues and margins. The silicones segment managed a modest 2% sales increase, buoyed by specialty products. But overall, the company's earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization fell by about 7% to just over 760 million euros. Industry analysts are quick to point out that volatility is now the rule, not the exception. Supply chain chaos, pricing pressures, and political instability are reshaping the landscape. Political uncertainty has led to investor hesitancy in the biotech sector, impacting funding for biopharmaceutical innovation, one expert observes. The relentless pressure to deliver breakthroughs faster, cheaper, and better is mounting. In this environment, even established giants can stumble. Yet there is an undeniable sense of urgency and possibility. As the world's need for innovative therapies and sustainable foods intensifies, the window to lead is narrowing. For Wacker, the Biotechnology Center is both a shield and a sword, a hedge against the decline of legacy businesses, and a launchpad into sectors where growth and impact can be exponential. Let's dive deeper into what's really at stake and what Wacker's leap could mean for the future. If Wacker's Biotechnology Center succeeds, the company could become the go-to partner for pharmaceutical companies chasing the next generation of mRNA therapies, or for food giants seeking ingredients that are as healthy as they are sustainable. Imagine a world where cancer treatments are individualized, rare diseases are treatable, and protein-rich foods are available to everyone, everywhere, without wrecking the environment. Wacker is not just dreaming about this future, it is working to build it. But the path is anything but smooth. The biotech sector is notorious for its high stakes and high failure rates. Regulatory landscapes are in constant flux. Bringing a new therapy or food ingredient to market can require navigating a labyrinth of approvals, safety tests, and shifting standards. As one industry insider puts it, innovation carries no guarantees. The companies that survive are those that can outpace both rivals and regulators. Market volatility is another wild card. Although demand for biopharmaceuticals and sustainable food ingredients is rising, pricing pressure can be relentless. Last year, Wacker's Biosolutions division grew by more than 1/10 in sales. But this was dwarfed by sharp declines elsewhere. Polysilicon sales, crucial for solar panels, plummeted by over 40%, and EBITDA in that division fell by a similar margin. The company's overall capital expenditures topped 666 million euros, reflecting massive bets across multiple business lines, but also exposing Wacker to new vulnerabilities if markets shift unexpectedly. To counter these risks, Wacker is banking on speed, agility, and collaboration. By bringing together biotechnologists, process engineers, data scientists, and business strategists, the company aims to leapfrog slower competitors. Strategic partnerships are key. Wacker is already collaborating with universities, research institutes, and tech companies to accelerate breakthroughs. Artificial intelligence is set to play a pivotal role, particularly in streamlining drug discovery, optimizing bioprocesses, and predicting market trends. According to a recent industry report, ATAPI could generate efficiencies across the pharmaceutical value chain, making it easier for companies like Wacker to turn scientific promise into practical products. Sustainability is another cornerstone of Wacker's strategy. The company is systematically replacing fossil coal with biogenic carbon in its silicon production, starting in Holland, Norway. Its proprietary alpha-silane technology has enabled the development of tin-free, consumer-friendly products, aligning with the growing demand for environmentally responsible solutions. Wacker's sustainability commitments have earned recognition from leading ESG agencies, and its long-term goals are ambitious. By the year 2030, the company aims to achieve 10 billion euros in sales, an EBITDA margin above 20%, and a return on capital employed that is double the cost of capital. These targets reflect a shift from volume to value, emphasizing specialty products and customer-specific solutions. Wacker's global footprint is another asset. With production sites, sales offices, and distributors spanning Europe, Asia, and the Americas, the company can adapt quickly to regional trends and opportunities. Its strong presence in China, where demand for specialty silicones and sustainable materials is surging, positions Wacker to capture growth in one of the world's most dynamic markets. Recent investments in expanding production capacities in Zhangjiagang, China, and Karlovy Vary, Czech Republic, underscore the company's commitment to staying ahead of the curve. But even as Wacker looks outward, it faces internal challenges. The skilled worker shortage in Germany poses a significant hurdle. To ensure it has the talent needed to power its biotech expansion, Wacker is investing heavily in training, education, and recruitment. The company's culture, blending deep technical expertise with entrepreneurial agility, will be tested as it scales up its operations and ventures into uncharted territory. So what does all this mean for everyday viewers, for students, professionals, investors, and anyone curious about the future of health and nutrition? First, Wacker's journey is a testament to the power of adaptation. In a world where technology, consumer preferences, and global challenges evolve at lightning speed, standing still is not an option. Wacker's willingness to pivot, to double down on biotech during turbulent times, shows that visionary bets can set companies apart from the crowd. For those in science, business, or investment, the lesson is clear. Look for organizations that balance bold innovation with solid fundamentals and a genuine commitment to sustainability. Second, the story highlights the growing convergence between health, technology, and food. The next wave of breakthroughs may not come from traditional pharma or food companies working in isolation, but from players willing to build bridges across industries. Wacker's cross-disciplinary approach, merging chemistry, biology, engineering, and data science, could become a model for others to follow. Watch for partnerships that transcend old boundaries. These are often where the biggest, most transformative changes begin. Third, Wacker's strategy underscores the importance of speed and customer focus. In a market where having the best solution is not enough, getting that solution to customers first is critical. This is a lesson that applies far beyond biotech. Whether you are launching a startup, designing a new product, or managing a team, the ability to move quickly and to listen closely to what customers truly need can make all the difference. And finally, for those seeking practical advice, the world's most successful businesses, and indeed individuals, are those that can pivot, merge expertise, and spot the needs of tomorrow's customers today. Whether you are a student plotting your career, a professional adapting to change, or an entrepreneur dreaming of the next big thing, take a page from Wacker's playbook. Invest in continuous learning, build networks that cross disciplines, stay alert to emerging trends, and be ready to act when opportunity knocks. So, can Wacker Chemie's grand gamble on biotechnology pay off? The answer is nuanced. On one hand, the company's track record of reinvention, its deep technical expertise, and its willingness to make bold investments give it a real shot at shaping the future. The Biotechnology Center could become not just a hub for Wacker's growth, but a catalyst for healthier, more sustainable societies worldwide, if the company navigates the maze of risks and uncertainties ahead. On the other hand, the challenges are formidable. Market volatility, regulatory complexity, the high cost of innovation, and the unpredictability of scientific discovery mean that success is never guaranteed. Even a company as seasoned as Wacker must remain vigilant, adaptable, and ready to course-correct as circumstances change. Yet there are signs that Wacker's efforts are already bearing fruit. Beyond the headlines, researchers at the Munich Center are exploring entirely new classes of enzymes and biocatalysts that could revolutionize how medicines and specialty foods are manufactured. These breakthroughs, still under wraps, hint at a future where traditional chemical processes are replaced with greener, more efficient biological methods. Imagine pharmaceuticals produced with minimal waste, or meat alternatives crafted with the taste and nutrition of the real thing, all made possible by biotechnological advances pioneered in Munich. In parallel, Wacker's new mRNA Competence Center in Halle, Germany, is positioning the company as a key player in pandemic preparedness, further strengthening its ties with government and global health organizations. Such initiatives not only reinforce Wacker's leadership in biotech, but also highlight its strategic agility, the ability to pivot quickly in response to emerging global needs. The ripple effects of Wacker's investments could extend far beyond its own balance sheet. By accelerating the development of mRNA therapies, the company may help unlock cures for diseases that have long stumped scientists. By developing sustainable food ingredients, Wacker could play a role in feeding billions while reducing the ecological footprint of agriculture. And by setting new standards for speed, collaboration, and sustainability, it may inspire a new generation of innovators to tackle the world's grandest challenges. If this story inspired you, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the businesses shaping our world. Got questions about Wacker, biotech, or the future of food? Drop them in the comments. We love sparking conversations with curious